For quite some time now, Bitcoin has been attracting and engaging an impressive amount of media attention. It gives fuel and ignites the interest of different individuals, personalities, big institutions, business tycoons, and inventors who keep on asking and wondering what heights Bitcoin will reach this year. Everybody is searching for an accurate and most reliable answer, but the answer to this query remains uncertain. Nobody and none of us know. Fortunately and luckily, there are a lot of Bitcoin experts who have spoken their ideas and opinions on the matter and have provided a variety of price forecasts. It is undeniably known that famous institutions and personalities make many remarkable predictions, and individuals in the cryptocurrency space. Timothy Maxwell Keiser, for example, is one of them, the outstanding Bitcoin predictor financial analyst. Max Keiser's 2021 predictions. Get yourself ready as we unveil to you the shocking Bitcoin price forecast by Max Keiser for this year, 2021. Way back 2 years ago, Max revealed on his forecast that Bitcoin's price would definitely end in 2020 with a maximum trading amount at around $28,000. Many of his avid followers show eagerness and excitement for another year-end Bitcoin's price prediction. In the previous year, Keiser made a vast and massive impression last year by nailing his predictions. These are the main reasons why many of us follow his predictions. He has proven himself excellent evidence of being a Bitcoin predictor. Furthermore, Max Keiser was known as one of the most accurate Bitcoin predictor advocates for more than a decade. But let us keep in mind that there is no accurate and exact indicator that his predictions now will succeed same as last year. Nonetheless, it is something that we need to look forward to before the year ends. Last year, Keiser predicted that in 2020, one single coin would cost $28,000. For the result, Bitcoin's worth $29,000, which is way closer to Max's prediction. This year, 2020, was perhaps the best for Bitcoin ever, not only because of its price action, but also for the massive increase in institutional interest. Max Keiser believes that this year will ignite an enormous rally in the media owning Bitcoin digital cryptocurrency money. During his interview with Stransberry Research, Max Keiser spoke up that he expected Bitcoin to swell approximately 550% from its latter price of $34,000 before the end of the year. He quoted, "I am going with $220,000 per Bitcoin as a 2021 target, and that would surely bring us up to $4 trillion market valuation, which I think is a good 2021 objective. That would put us to a valuation that isn't quite half of gold's, but close to it. As I previously said, I believe the cause would be a big central bank failure, as well as money printing, which will bring the Weimar Republic to its knees." In addition to this, Keiser has also predicted a commotion in the macroeconomy. He is expecting that one of the major central banks will bankrupt in the future time, and according to him, one of my predictions is that one of the world's main central banks would fail in 2021. They have a lot of leverage. These banks are 50, 60, and 70 times leveraged. In 2021, one of them will fail, which will set off an avalanche. Out of fiat money and paper money, and Bitcoin will be the biggest winner. One of the factors behind Bitcoin's price increase is this. Moreover, on his last interview with Alex Jones dated February 17th, Keiser told the host that his old prediction of $100,000 was now too conservative. He then said, "I'm officially raising my target for Bitcoin, and I first made this prediction when it was $1. I said this could go to $100,000. I'm raising my official target for the first time in 8 years. I'm raising it to $400,000. On the other side, one historically accurate technical indicator has calculated an average price of $100,000 for the duration between 2021 and 2024. On the contrary, on the Max Keiser report, he predicted Bitcoin would increase 40 times higher from here, with the price sitting at $50,000 at the time of the interview, implying a $2 million valuation per coin. Bitcoin, according to Keiser, will reach $220 by the end of 2021. Will he be able to nail this year's prediction? By March or April, he plans to hit a price target of $65,000 in the short term. About 100,000 Bitcoin and Ethereum wallet addresses collectively hold over $1 million in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most significant wealth creation phenomenon in human history, and it is currently taking place right in front of our eyes. This is a new record, up from 40,000 wallets at the end of the previous year. Despite the rapid increase in its value, we continue to see BTC supply moving off of exchanges into cold storage and off-exchange wallets. There have never been so many wallets with as much information as there are now, yet holders continue not to sell their Bitcoins simply because they already know that the price per coin increases every year. These are mainly the reasons why many investors are vying for Bitcoin over the years. Ideally, we cannot deny that the shift to digital forms of currencies is inevitable, bringing with it clear advantages in terms of financial inclusion and access, efficiency, speed, and resilience of the payment system, and the ability for governments to disperse funds to citizens quickly. Institutional investors have only recently begun to embrace Bitcoin, while for gold, its adoption by institutional investors is very advanced. Financial institutions around the world are increasingly interested in digital assets like Bitcoin. Mostly, they have justified that Bitcoin is gaining a lot of credibility and legitimacy as an asset class. And if history would repeat itself, Bitcoin is most likely to gear up for a run to at least $100,000 by the end of 2021. However, it's important to note that the market's trading volume is slightly higher now, which means BTC price is less likely to experience sudden crashes. Normally, supply flows into exchanges as the price rises, but we are seeing the polar opposite right now. We still have a long way to go before the price hits its peak based on this. We still have to wait for it to happen in the future. Whatever lies ahead in the market of cryptocurrencies will always depend on its value. Let's get to know more the man who nails Bitcoin's price prediction. It is with great honor and privilege to publicly know the life background of the legend master in terms of Bitcoin predictions, Max Keiser. He is one of the most sought financial analysts and well-known phenomenon regarding Bitcoin price predictions. Timothy Maxwell Keiser, otherwise known as Max Keiser, was born on January 23, 1960. He is an American broadcaster and filmmaker. He hosts Keiser Report, a financial broadcast on RT that features heterodox economics theories. Until November 2012, Keiser anchored On the Edge, a program of news and analysis wherein Iran's Press TV hosts it. He then hosted the New Year's Eve special, The Keiser's Business Guide to 2010 for BBC Radio 5 Live. Keiser presented a season of The Oracle on BBC World News. He also produced and appeared in the TV series People in Power on the Al Jazeera English network. Alongside his wife, Stacey Herbert, he co-hosts the weekly economics program Double Down on Radio Sputnik, presents a weekly show about finance and markets on London's Resonance FM, and writes for the Huffington Post. Max Keiser lived in London in about 2011, but returned to the United States of America in 2017. Let's have a clearer perception about Bitcoin. When you hear the word, what comes to mind? Everybody seems to be wondering about this so-called crypto digital currency. These are just some of the few queries we can usually hear. What is Bitcoin? Will it be converted into real cash? Will it continue to increase its value in the market? How can we own such a kind of coin? How can we use it in our day-to-day living? What future awaits us in this newly discovered digital currency? To enlighten the minds of our readers, let us try to dig deeper for us to have a much clearer description of what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a digital currency that was first introduced in January of 2009. It is based on ideas presented in a white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto, a mysterious and pseudonymous figure. The identity of the individual or individuals who developed the technology is unknown to all. Bitcoin promises to have lower transaction costs than other cryptocurrencies, the traditional online payment systems, and unlike government-issued currencies, it is operated by a decentralized authority. Moreover, Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrency. Physical Bitcoins do not exist. In a public ledger, only balances are held that everyone has transparent access to. All of the Bitcoin transactions are verified by a massive amount of computing power. Any banks or governments do not issue Bitcoins, nor are individual Bitcoins valuable as a commodity. Bitcoin becomes very popular and has triggered hundreds of other cryptocurrencies, collectively defined as altcoins. Bitcoin is often abbreviated as BTC. Furthermore, Bitcoins are created as a reward for a process known as mining. They can be exchanged for other currencies, products, and services, but their value is incredibly changeable. According to research conducted by the University of Cambridge in the year 2017, there is an estimated 2.9 to 5.8 million unique users using cryptocurrency wallets, and most of them use Bitcoin. Will Max Keiser's prediction be able to nail it this year? After nailing in the previous year's Bitcoin prediction, will Max Keiser be able to nail it this year? Will he still be able to create a remarkable impact in the market of the digital currency industry? Or will he fail us this time around? Well, it is really something that we need to look forward to as a year-ender exploding revelation. The excitement that you feel, or whatever the outcome result, will be worth the wait. Let us try to figure it out before the end of the year. Keep yourself updated from time to time. Before leaving, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button for you to get updated and for more interesting videos like this.